Hi, I'm here today to show you a few things regarding chicken. We've all been at the end of the month and low on money, and most people that I've ever met will end up going to chicken instead of beef. We've all been there. The biggest mistake I see people do is that they'll buy breast meat, or they'll buy a bag of thighs and already cut for you. I recommend hind quarter, which is generally this whole piece, and it includes the leg, thigh, and the back. The reason I recommend this is, one, you can process this yourself and it's cheaper. Two, you can use this spinal column here to make some basic chicken stock. Two cups of chicken stock generally run 5 to 6 months. Here where I'm at, I'm sure you can do the math for your own state or part of the world. It's expensive. This is the best thing to do for your kids. It's cheaper and you can buy more of it. So the first things you're going to need to process this are a sharp knife. If you're going to debone it, which you can do to make it taste a lot less dark meatish for the kids that don't like dark meat, you'll need this sharp knife. But to process it, I recommend a chef knife or a sharp knife, broad sharp knife to begin with. And what you do is you place the chicken like so. Take this leg and put it up like that. And you grab your sharp knife. You notice how I'm placing my hand upon the knife. That's kind of important. It gives you best control over it, best power. So you put it in that little fold that you got right here, and you make sure this is completely up. And then what you end up needing to do is you push forward, and you've already cut your drumstick. Now, for the next part, you'll see all these little folds here. Just kind of peel the layers back there, and you'll see the thigh here. So what you do is you grab the spinal column and this little leg bone here, and you pull it back, and it'll pop out of the joint. You can see it right there where it's popped out of the joint. And that's what you want. You take your knife and you go right on the fold. You'll see it right there on the other side of that joint that's right there. And you push forward. And you've just separated the spinal column from the thigh. And you're pretty much done at this point. You can, process it, remove all this little layers of fat. In my house, what we like to do is completely remove all this fat and stuff, and we'll peel the skin right off. You see there's a little fat which makes this part unhealthy, but all you got to do is take your knife, or even your sharp deboning knife, and very carefully and easily, I might add, remove this. It just takes a little extra time to do it, but it saves you a lot of money in the long run. And that's what we need during hard times. And then what you do at this point is you find the bone, and again, I stress, very carefully watch your fingers when you do this, because you can easily cut yourself with a sharp knife. And in a half moon way, you find the edge of the bone, and you'll find the joint, and it kind of bends like that a little bit. You find that little curve, and you very carefully, you run the very tip of the blade only. You don't need to make large cuts like that to get it out. Just the very tip of it, again holding it like you would this knife. And you make a little sweeping motion across following the bone. And then you'll turn it a little bit, and again you'll feel it with the tip of the knife, the bone there. And as I go through, you'll see it processing more. And the bone starts to emerge, and voila, we have the bone out. Now you're going to want to save all this for stock, including this backbone here. And you can even process this further and cut all of this extra meat that's on the spine. I usually leave it there. Now you're going to have a little hard part, cartilage right here. You're going to want to remove that. And you just take your knife and you grab it, and you remove it. You're gonna save that for stock as well. This will bring good flavor to it. And there you go, a deboned thigh. And once you've cut this, you can completely make this taste a lot less like dark meat, because it's these bones that make it taste dark. And you can very easily cut it just like that. For chicken nuggets, you can bread this yourself. I'm sure you can find other videos that'll show you how to bread yourself, and it's a lot cheaper and much healthier for you to make your own chicken nuggets. And there you go, chicken nuggets. Now for this part, again, you can peel the skin back to make it healthy, and you just peel it back. Now what I like to do personally is leave just a little bit of skin at the very end. That's just me. It makes it look nice. You don't see a big old knobby bone there. And you can leave it like that if you want, and cook it, and bread it, whatever you need to do. Or if you're going to debone it for what you got going here, just feel all the tendons right there, and you just make an incision there, and you kind of sweep it across. What you're trying to do is cut all those tendons there that's going to hold that meat. Now you're going to look at the drumstick. You can see where the meat separates. Most drumsticks will have that. Again, holding on to it like you're supposed to. Make a quick little cut there. Being very careful at all times and being aware of who and what's around you. Children, family, husbands, wives. Gotta be very careful, because these knives will hurt people very quickly. And if it's a really sharp knife, well, you can imagine. And of course, I make it look easy, or however you know, I've been doing this for a little bit, and you can very easily peel this back. You see how I'm doing it? Just very little help. Once you cut those tendons, it comes off pretty easy. And there you go, a deboned drumstick. And again, with this one, you can also cut up into little sections there, and you've got more chicken nuggets. If you can bread them, fry them, season them like that, however you want. And there you go. Now you can repeat this exact process with all the pieces you get, or you can leave them like that. You know, that it'll save you money, and this is healthier, you know, because you don't have any of those preservatives that come from all the other stuff. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, the process. Because as I was stating, you can repeat this process for all the drumsticks, and you can make your own cuts there, and it's cheaper for you. If you enjoyed the video, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's any particular subject you want me to cover. I'll look it up for you, and I'll make a video for it. Hope you enjoyed everything. You have a good time, and be safe out there.